My name is Betsy Watson-Smith, and I'm here today to talk about co-housing, an evolving model of care for older adults. We've heard about the silver tsunami, and it's coming. Within 15 years, the youngest baby boomers will be age 65, and the oldest ones will be in their 80s, already needing care. Unfortunately, these baby boomers didn't save well for their retirements, and over a third of them are expecting Social Security to be their primary source of income in their retired years. They're going to need help. They're going to need help physically, as older people do, and they're also going to need financial help. This is going to be coming from a generation which is much smaller than the baby boom generation, so there's going to be a shortage of funds and also helpers to help these older people. There's going to be a tremendous advantage to groups that can take matters into their own hands and solve their own problems and create communities that support themselves. One way that this can happen is through co-housing. Co-housing is a form of intentional, created community. These communities are designed and operated by the people who live in them. Typical co-housing communities have private spaces and important common areas as well. Common outdoor areas that encourage neighborly interaction, and also indoor areas, say for the communal meals that take place perhaps once or twice a week. Also for community meetings where the group will gather to build consensus and do decision making on how they're going to run their home, their neighborhood. I believe that this is a style of community that is very compatible with the baby boomer personality, whom we have seen demands choices in everything that they do. They're a creative group. They seek to control their surroundings, and they are willing to forge new pathways and to sidestep establishment practices. The co-housing movement has been in the U.S. for about 30 or 40 years with over 100 communities, and some of them are starting to age in place, as well as a newer trend of age-restricted elder communities that are being developed. These communities are designed by active adults, often with universal design principles and informal networks for supporting each other when they need help. Maybe a neighbor looking in on another neighbor, or shared rides, or even using the guest quarters for temporary caregiver lodging. There's about 12 established elder-rich communities in the country now, with about another dozen on the books being planned. The future of co-housing is going to require some changes. Right now, the model is primarily suitable for middle income and above, and so that's going to have to come down. And I suggest that creative use of existing real estate will be one way this happens, perhaps conversion of mobile home parks that already have elder-rich constituencies and nice big common spaces for the community projects that have to happen to make the community run well. They're going to have to plan for economic diversity also. This has happened in a few communities already, using shared utilities, shared resources such as transportation and laundry services, things like this, and also with a different economic model, with having cooperatively owned units, or even artificially more expensive units to cover the cost of less expensive units to make them more affordable. They're also going to have to share their support services, those valuable caregivers. They're going to have to pay them well, give them decent housing on the property, pay into their retirement funds, and respect them as any skilled professional worker who deserves to earn a living wage. I believe that the future of co-housing is going to be revealed in the numbers. If the public is educated about the quality of life issues that are relevant to living in supportive community, I believe that co-housing will become a mainstream idea. Even if it stays at its present status as a niche market and gathers only 1% of all of the seniors, it will still be a huge market with many, many people in it. They will be challenged to preserve their ideals of self-operating and self-determination, with the residents being empowered to take care of their community. They will have to maintain that and not rely on outside sources like a management company to come in and take them back to the old ways. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the talk on co-housing.